Mother! Oh! 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 Yeah!
Hey my sweet babies, welcome back to another video. In this video I will be accomplishing the bel-air nails. Well, they were the Prince of Bel-Air nails until I asked my client what he'd like to call the set, and that is what he came up with, the Prince of Bel-Air. This set was originally drawn on paper and brought to life, so to speak. So I already prepped his nails and removed the natural shine. These are XL nails, so the nail tips are already XL, so they will not be cut down too much. I only cut them down just a smidge so it will be easier to get the tapered square shape. But yes, this is what this video is about, and this is what we will be doing. I was nervous and excited on doing this, and I spent all that night before his appointment to get this nail set drawn out, and it came out so pretty. After I shape the nails, I already go in with my one coat of Young Nails primer. A lot of people say that this primer keeps the acrylic from burning, and I honestly don't know why on certain nails for some people the acrylic starts to burn. I don't know if it's because applying wet beads on top of wet beads is causing it, but if that does happen when you are doing nails or doing nails on yourself, Tall Beauty, I watch her channel a lot. She recommends having a spray bottle of alcohol, rubbing alcohol on the side, which you spray on the nails, and how would you say it? It pretty much just gets rid of the burning feeling. So when I was applying the acrylic, I know from the camera's view when I was watching the video, it really looked like the nails were super thin, but in person the nails were way thicker than what they looked on camera, and they were way smoother too. I don't know if it's like the light reflection, I don't know what it is, but they're way thicker than that, guys. When you're doing long nails, do not have your nails thin or they will break. Make sure there is not a thick apex, but a thick enough apex to hold the structure of the nail. So if they're opening a door or their nail gets caught inside of the car door, their nails won't break off. beginners, I know for myself when I was first beginning to do nails, the hardest part for me was the cuticle bead and the cuticle, making the cuticle look flush, and just I'm a perfectionist, so it used to bother me so much. For me, I call it the bubble method, where you just keep a bubble of acrylic and you apply just a small bead, and you apply it and you press it just a little bit, and you just wipe the rest of it down. As you can see, push and wipe, and it works so well for me. It always makes my cuticle application perfect. And after I apply the first bead, I go in with a second bead to make it thicker, and I don't do the same thing. I apply just a little bit under that one, and I blend it by pressing in the tip part closest to the cuticle, and I blend it down. And I think I'm just going to do a tutorial because that explanation was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. So I think I'm just going to make a short. Look out for that for us beginners, okay? Because I'm still a beginner. I'm still learning. Everybody's a beginner. Everybody's still learning new things with the license or not. So I will do a nail tutorial on how to do amazing, awesome a cuticle application. my 8080 grit file. These are, I think is it GATA? Is GATA? It's from Amazon. These are jumbo files from Amazon. And the reason why I use the coarser nail file on longer nails is because it's quicker. Because it's such a long nail, it's just quicker to file it that way, so I won't have to spend so long filing. The application was really smooth, so I really didn't file over the top too much. Just the sidewalls and the tip, of course. Always looking at the client's perspective to make sure that they are sharp and straight. It was just perfect, and I was so excited. So yeah, I'm going in with my sanding band. I'm not sure what's y'all, I'm going blank. I'ma just call it, I think it's the 100-180 sanding band. I don't think it's the 80-80. I think it's the softer one. So yeah, I'm just going over the nail just a tad a bit and making sure I get in the cuticle area so there won't be any lifting, as you can see here. And I also filed under the nail to give it a C-curve look, and on the side walls as well to get rid of any small pieces of acrylic that leaked over or ran over that I didn't catch. Y'all, he was feeling himself already, looking at them and posing in the mirror, trying to see how he was gonna hold his hands for pictures. Y'all can see the drawing on the side just a little bit, but we have made it to nail art. So on the pinky, they're all, I'm not sure what they call these nails. I call them slash nails for some reason. But there was an array of, it was a lot of colors, y'all. And I'm just sitting here and we're picking colors, picking pinks and greens. I knew what colors I wanted to use, but I didn't know the specific colors. So I just pulled out a bunch of gels and set them out for the next day. And all these nails were coated in base coat, and all of them were glossy. Also, for those who decide that they're going to recreate them nails, tag me on Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok or just YouTube itself, because I want to see, y'all probably doing better than me, and I'm the one who drew it. croc print design, but it was a croc print method with the dots, and they were in all different places. I was just showing him how long XXL would be. But yeah, so I always apply base coat before I do any croc print to be sure that the bottom is glossy, and I always wipe it off with acetone with the paper towel to keep it from being sticky, so the acrylic won't stick everywhere or any polish or anything of that sort. And he was sitting there watching them grow in the lamp. I'm like, they don't grow, they just look puffy on top of them. But yeah, you guys see the shortened version, but you guys just do not know how long it took me to get these dots just the way they were. On this nail, he wanted half bling, even though it was a freestyle. He did recommend some things that he did want added to the nail. And he wanted half bling on the ring finger. So that is what we did. I was going to do it all around the white part, but I just decided to meet it at the end of the cuticle and come all the way down. And it kind of made a heart shape on both sides. this nail set did take me 3 hours and 30 minutes because I kept messing up, and also it was my first time doing something like this, but it did take me 3 hours and 30 minutes, which to me wasn't pretty bad because I thought it was going to take forever, but I had a lot of fun doing it and testing my creativity. So I do recommend that, you know, if you guys don't have any clients, or if you do want to become a nail tech, get a piece of paper and just start drawing nail sets and their prices on them and offer them to people when they come to you, so you can just expand your social media. Well, not your social media, your content, your social media content, and your TikToks with new things that you can put your name on and say, I created. It's not a recreate, it's something that you created by yourself and spent a lot of hard work into, and dedication and love into. When make sure you always put your name next to a nail or something, because people will go to your page, download it, and post it on their page as yours. These were giving Sour Patch Kids to me. They were not giving the Prince of Bel-Air. They were giving Sour Patch Kids because of all the neon colors. Anybody else was thinking that? I was just wondering. If you were, drop it in the comments. Hit the thumbs up. Turn on the post notifications. And be sure to hit the big red button with subscribe on it. Also, for you beginner nail techs, promise is the last thing. For you beginner nail techs, I know a lot of people on YouTube will say, hey, you need a certain type of brush to do this, or you need a certain type of brush to do that. When I tell y'all that is not the case, if you're just starting, and go to Dollar Tree and get some makeup brushes, okay? For your nail art brushes, if you have to, or just use the bottle brush like I was doing, and a small art brush, not makeup brushes, y'all, art brushes. That's what I'm using now, that were from Dollar Tree. If you want your acrylic, your colored acrylics that you make from powders or crayons, whatever you're going to do, go get you some dollar containers from Dollar Tree. Okay, there you go. Acrylic brushes. Some people use makeup brushes for their acrylic brushes. I really don't recommend that, but if you have to, do what you gotta do. But it won't cause too much harm for you to use a makeup brush. You'll just have to continuously replace it. That's why I just say, go ahead and go on AliExpress and order a $1.50 acrylic brush. But for my dotting tools, you can use the tip of a pen. I've done that before. Use the tip of a pen and dip it in a polish for your dots, okay? And I'm telling you guys, like, you really don't have to go on all these expensive sites to start practicing nails. If you need to go a cheaper route, you can. Those people who do say, hey, you have to have this or you have to have that, you do not. You can go use other things to make up or replace more expensive items for your nail art. Thank you so much for watching. We have made it to the end of the video. Enjoy the results. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are commenting, comment the Prince of Bel-Air. Here are the results. Thank you.